What is going on, everybody? What a game. What a game. The Jaguars won this one, what was it, 20-7 in overtime. Oh my gosh. But, first of all, sorry I didn't come at you right after the game of the video. My phone, for whatever reason, just doesn't have much memory, so it'll record like 10 seconds of me talking, then cut off. That's why you guys got a quick do-off from me, and then I kind of peaced out. But I just got back to Orlando, just drove in from this victory, and what a game it was, man. I mean, first of all, I guess we'll start a little bit with the offense. The offense did not look very well to start off with, especially the run game. I don't know if Fournette is hurt. I don't know what was up with him, but he just wasn't getting much yardage. Our offensive line didn't seem to be getting much push, because it seemed like he wasn't able to really get into that, Fournette get into that second level. But, a lot of this game was on, they had to do it through the pass game. Blake Bortles, I think, had like 51 passing attempts. I thought he did pretty well for the first 58 minutes of the game. But then the final 2 minutes, he threw a couple of bad picks, especially that second pick he threw. It was such a boneheaded play, but both of them were just balls that should not have been thrown. It was into coverage and all that kind of stuff. But the Jaguars, with this win, they don't have these kinds of wins these last few years. You know what I mean? Like, if you get into a kind of game like this, it's generally going to end in a loss, and you're generally going to leave the stadium pretty pissed off. But this was a really, really gritty win. It was an outstanding job by the defense to really keep us in it. I was really hoping for Blake Bortles to be able to really put the team on his back and lead the team down the field and be able to really say Blake Bortles won this game for us. But our defense came in extremely clutch, forcing that fumble. Unfortunately, didn't get a touchdown from it, but we did get the game-tying field goal. And then after that, Phillip Rivers on a third down, A.J. Boye makes a tremendous interception. It was a great interception, it really was. And then he returns it back to the 1 yard line before, Aaron Colvin gets that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. But, with this game, if we would have lost, I probably would have been so pissed off at Marquise Lee, because I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I do remember there was one play, I think it must have been a deep ball or something, that he completely missed the ball, and it could have been a huge game changer for us. And then also, obviously, that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty in the end zone. The dude's got to cool it down. This was one of those games where I really missed Allen Robinson. We don't have a true number one wide receiver on our team. You know what I mean? We don't have a guy that we can get the ball to and really trust to be able to make that play or make that catch, or make that 50-50 ball. But we came away with a win. You know what I mean? I thought that fake punt came out of nowhere. I mean, I was literally talking to the person next to me, and next thing I know, I see us running for a touchdown, Corey Grant. That was really fun to watch. I'm really looking forward to being able to rewatch the game, because my vantage point was a little bit different. I didn't know where I was going to be sitting, and it turned out that I had my friend hooked me up with Cabana tickets, and actually a Cabana pool. So I watched about half the game sitting in a pool. So it was definitely interesting. And the rest of the half, I was standing up without a shirt on, but that's kind of irrelevant. So this game, defense, definitely hats off to the defense. Blake Bortles, I liked, he showed some good escapability, I thought. There were some plays where it was Chad Henne wouldn't be able to do that, but he was able to escape and make the throw. But one thing that always plagues Bortles throughout his career is those boneheaded decisions. And when you throw the ball 51 times, even if it's 2 or 3 times where you make a dumb decision, it could be literally change the whole game up. I thought Joey Bosa and Ingram seemed to really be wreaking some havoc on us, getting into the backfield a lot, forcing, I don't know how many sacks we had, but, we had a few more sacks than we usually do. It seemed like there was always some pressure back there, and then obviously the run game wasn't really going anywhere. I did like to see, I liked what I saw of TJ Yeldon. He provides kind of a change of pace from Ivory or Fournette, just because he is kind of a little more agile, a little more of a zone scheme runner, so he's able to kind of see things open. This game, it was awesome. I mean, it really was. It truly is this season right now. It's crazy. I mean, usually we have triple the amount of losses that we do wins. But right now we're sitting at 6-3. We have double the amount of wins as we do losses, and it's unbelievable to me. I mean, I don't say unbelievable much, but it really is hard to believe that the Jaguars are having the season that they're having. It's so much fun. We're 6-3 right now. We still have a pretty favorable schedule with the Browns coming in next week. Then you have a potentially Blaine Gabbert run Cardinals. And this season, it's just so much fun. It was so much fun being able to drive back to Orlando with a win. Just, obviously it was a really sloppy game, but a win's a win. And guess what? Good teams find a way to win bad games. You know what I mean? And we found a way to get on top. Shout out to Josh Lambo. He hasn't missed a kick yet as a Jaguar. I mean, he had that one block punt, but he was facing the team that cut him a couple months ago, and he was able to really show out against them. So it's a good little revenge game against him. And of course, Gus Bradley got a little revenge against him. He had got the familiar feeling today of losing in Everbank Field, so we got to give him a little bit of that. So it was just awesome game, really fun game to be a part of, even though it was very, very stressful at times. And the first half there really wasn't all that much to cheer about, but we got things going a little bit in the third, fourth quarter. Once I was getting really annoyed because I thought we were trying too hard to establish a run when it just wasn't working. So we switched to the pass, which is why Bortles had 51 passing attempts. That's like a Tom Brady amount of pass attempts. That's not the amount of attempts we want Blake to throw. You know what I mean? He's not a good enough quarterback for that. But he had a decent game. Just obviously some bad throws. Really bad decisions on a couple of them. But it seemed like not having Parnell hurt with the edges. Fournette, I don't know if he's still hurt. Allen Hurns seemed like a very good play of him to be able to limp off the field instead of, because if Allen Hurns stays on that field after he gets injured, it's a 10-second runoff, and I forget how much time was left in that game, but I think it might have been over or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to rewatching the game just because I had a really weird vantage point in this game. But I did vlog this game, so I'll be coming out this week, probably later in the week, with some kind of vlog. Never done a vlog before, so I hope it all turns out good. Even though there's not really much to vlog like during the game, just because I literally sit in pretty much the same spot. I don't really leave during the games. But this game, Jaguars win, an ugly one. They won, 20-17, 23-20. I don't know. We won by 3. We won at the very end of the game where Lambo kicked us into a game-winning field goal where a lot of fans left during the game, man. A lot of fans left after Blake threw that one interception with 2 minutes left, but some of the really, I shouldn't say true fans, but some of the really diehard fans that did stay got to really enjoy a victory. I remember I was at a gas station after this game getting gas in St. Augustine, and I was like, how about them Jags? He was wearing Jag stuff. He's like, yeah, unfortunately I left in the fourth quarter, or I left with 2 minutes left or something like that. And he's like, I was like, why'd you leave? He's like, oh, I wanted to beat traffic. And I'm like, we're both at this gas station at the same exact time. How are you going to say you're trying to beat traffic? Because I left at the end of the game, but whatever. It was an awesome win. Jaguars move on to 6-3. The Titans won, so we're still in that tiebreaker for the first place spot. But the playoffs end of the day, we have a very big jump on the wild card right now, so that's definitely positive. So with all that said, this is UC at Jaguar with JinJag.com, and go Jags, baby.